A few years ago, I got an email from a reader who had some questions about Cam's ending in the fourth book in the Fallen series, Rapture. He does, in keeping with his character, kind of just disappear at the end. And I've always wondered about Cam's character. He has been an enigma to me throughout the writing of the series, and he's always been the most interesting character to me. So when I got this email from the reader, I went back and looked at a particular scene that happens in the third book in the series, Passion, where Cam has basically he breaks up with his lover. And it was a scene that I wrote that surprised me. I didn't know he had this backstory. And it was a scene that, looking at it a few years later, I still had a lot of questions about who this woman was, why this moment in Cam's past had shaped his character. It really turned him towards the darkness. This is the moment when he joined forces with Lucifer, and so it felt extremely important to the development of his identity. So I went back and looked at this woman and realized that I needed to know more about her and just examine their relationship more closely in order to understand what it was about. And it led me into this story that was really quite surprising because it showed this very tender side of Cam, which I always knew existed, but I hadn't been able to look at because I think Luce and Daniel's love story eclipsed the rest of the characters, and it needed to in the regular books in the series. But I guess I knew I'd always come back around to Cam. It was just kind of the question of when. I think he plays the oppositional character in the regular series, and so I guess I was glad to realize what I had always suspected, that every villain is the hero of his own story and has ended up where he is because of a series of kind of unavoidable choices. So I like to see Cam put in this impossible situation of having to stand up for love and succeed. I'm really proud of the movie. I never was able to imagine, cast members before we got the really excellent actors that we did. And now I think the movie distills the essence of the book. Scene by scene, there are some differences, but that never mattered to me. I wasn't really precious about exactly retaining every element of the story. I was focused on just keeping the integrity of the chemistry between the characters, because so much rides on that in this story, and it's there in the movie. So I don't know when Mexican readers will get to see it, but I hope they'll enjoy it because it's good. I think we're at a particularly empowering moment for young adult literature. Strength in characters has been important to me throughout my career, and now I think we're thinking about social justice and integrity of in a kind of bigger way. And I think it's an important time to be looking at how the stories we tell inspire readers who are young to do good in the world. And I don't know, we need that right now. I enjoy the revision process the most. The first draft for me is a torture, and I'm in it right now. Actually, I'm hoping to finish the first draft of my most recent book a week from today, on Friday. So I cannot wait to be done with it, because I look forward so much to going back in and taking the seeds and the pieces that I didn't really know what I was doing with in the first draft and making them whole and bringing them up, making the story what it wants to be. Revision is the joy for me, and the drafting is the torture.